This man fled his country. He went to Sweden. He had a great life. But this man goes back to Chechnya, sucks off a dictator, sucks him off, lets his son beat him up, and the leash got too tight. Too many G-Wagons. And when it came down to go a little deeper and suck a little more, this little fucking pussy ran to somewhere in the Middle East. And then he goes and sells a Bitcoin scam. Chimaev can fight, but sir, you are not a fucking man, little Chechen whore.
Never seen someone come to on my face and said something in internet. A lot of going on.
Sean Strickland this week said that he's the only guy out there to beat you.
He always talks on my show.
But you guys trained together and you choked him out a few times, right?
We did spar a lot before, but that's why he's so mad.
This guy choked him out as well.
Yeah, take him down and submit him. Pretty naked joke.
Now Sean gonna talk about batting him well, so we'll see.
You 50K to bet right now. Khamzat versus Strickland. Who you betting?
Khamzat. I think Sean Strickland is a better wrestler than DDP, and he got the best gas tank I ever seen. I would be rooting for Strickland in this fight, but I just think that Khamzat is relentless on his wrestling. Since he came down to train with Armin, I think that changed him that cardio and stuff now. If he looks in a way like he looked his last fight, I think he's going to improve on that. He's going to take Strickland to deep water and ground and pound out another victory. So if I'm betting, I would put my money on Khamzat.
Look at the history of Chimaev. Chimaev goes, he flees his country and goes to fucking Sweden. Goes to Sweden, has this nice prosperous life with all the normal folks. And then he goes back to Chechnya, where the fuck he's from, and he goes and he gets balls deep with his dictator. Fucking balls deep with his dictator. And this dictator's like, all right, well, here's a G-Wagon, now I want you to go train my kid, and I want you to let my kid beat you up. And this dictator's like, all right, now I want you to do this. And then Chimaev's like, whoa. I was signed up to be a prostitute, but you're going too deep here. The tip is going too far in. It's going too far in. And now he actually has some fear for his life from this fucking dictator. And he's still owned. So what does he do? Hops on the plane, goes to the fucking sand pit. They could probably give us money or some shit.
Is this 185 right now?
No, this one's 170.
I'll tell you what I can't fucking wait for is Khamzat versus Strickland. Let's fucking go. That's really happening? In New Jersey.
Yeah.
In New Jersey,
Damn.
Joey.
Yeah.
Damn. That's a motherfucking fight.
That's a Super Bowl right there, dude.
Dude, the press conferences, bro. So you know how the UFC makes them do, like Paramount makes them do face-off like 3 times before the fight? They fly in on Tuesday. Yeah. They have them face-off with the lights. You can't do that with those.
Imagine the shit talk.
You can't
Strickland
do it. And Paramount, they're in suits. Like, I don't see why not. It's like, well, because they're going to kill each other.
Yeah, you can't do that.
He called him a terrorist. We can't have.
He called him a goat fucker.
Yeah, damn. We can't have it.
That clip perfectly reflects the intense anticipation surrounding a potential Khamzat Chimaev versus Sean Strickland fight. Put the belts and rankings aside for a moment. This is about a unique clash of personalities. The discussion shows just how explosive their interactions could be, turning even simple face-offs into a logistical challenge for the UFC. When you have two individuals known for their unfiltered rhetoric, every press conference becomes a potential powder keg. This isn't just about the fight. It's about the psychological battle and the spectacle of two controversial figures going head-to-head, creating a narrative unlike any other in the sport right now.
Bro, I love Strickland.
How good did he look against Fluffy?
Before that fight, I'm like, man, Strickland will probably get fucked up by Khamzat. Then the shape I saw him in, I was like, motherfucker, he looks great.
Yeah, he looks tremendous. Oh, that was a good right hand. Finally, but you can't have like one punch in a 2-round fight.
He's got 2 or 3 of them.
Training partners, man.
I know.
And Joe, the mystery of that fight is Strickland's going to get taken down. That's going to happen. He'll get taken down. But he's so well versed on getting up in his cardio. That 3rd, 4th, and 5th round, if he keeps getting up, defend the submissions, that's when it gets interesting.
He's also so hard to hit.
That's an important insight into Sean Strickland's recent form and his often overlooked grappling, defense, and cardio. Many initially believed Khamzat would easily dominate him. But Strickland's ability to get back to his feet and his incredible gas tank could turn this into a 5-round battle. This resilience plays a major role in the pre-fight buildup, giving Strickland the confidence to engage in verbal exchanges. It shows that beneath the bold personality is a fighter who is extremely difficult to finish, a fact that will fuel the psychological battles before the cage door even closes and shape any trash talk.
He's so hard to hit. He does so many sneaky things on the feet that people don't see coming.
Keeps coming.
Yep.
Keeps coming.
Yeah, no way Khamzat's going to fucking stand with him. He's going to try to take him down. No
Keeps
way.
keeping you. Khamzat can strike too, though. Did you see the video of Khamzat striking with Khalil?
No,
he's
totally.
no punk.
But you think that's the best strategy for Khamzat? No way.
No, the best
Because
strategy is
Strickland could fucking
drag him to the ground.
He's got great striking. Why would you take a chance?
The only thing that would make sense is if he wanted to make up for the last fight where a lot of people thought it was boring when he won against Strickland.
Because he didn't look for a finish.
Dude,
So
if
he just comes out and tries to
Dude, if
blast
he tries to
Strickland
stand
out.
with Strickland, dude, he's...
This analysis of Sean Strickland's striking is crucial. He's not just a brawler, he's deceptively effective, constantly applying pressure and landing shots that break rhythm. The idea that Khamzat can't stand with him highlights the tactical clash, wrestler versus unorthodox striker. Khamzat's striking has improved, but the risk of engaging Strickland in a prolonged stand-up battle is high. This tactical difference itself creates the perfect setup for trash talk. Strickland will taunt Khamzat for relying on wrestling, while Khamzat will dismiss Strickland's striking as ineffective. It's a classic stylistic clash amplified by their willingness to express their perceived superiority and game plans.
But here's why you can try to stand with Strickland, because he's not a knockout artist. Like, he's a volume puncher, like a Nate Diaz. It's a lot of volume. So even if you do stand with him and you get pieced up, he's not really going to knock you out.
And we really don't know how
Dizzy
strong...
with one shot.
We really don't know how Khamzat's
finish
chin is, right? He's never... Like, we don't know if
No,
he can take
he
two
went toe to toe
rounds
with, I mean, smaller guy, but Gilbert Burns, right? He traded shots with him.
Gilbert dropped him.
Yeah.
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 No,
Gilbert's a tank,
dude,
He
he's
never
gonna,
fought like that
He's
again,
going
though.
to try to take Strickland down 100% of the time.
Yeah.
No
Oh,
way
from
he's
the
going to
locker
stand with
room,
him.
he's gonna
No
show.
way is he going to...
The debate over Khamzat's chin is always a hot topic, especially against a relentless volume puncher like Strickland. Gilbert Burns showed that Khamzat can be hurt, adding a layer of vulnerability to his otherwise dominant aura. This uncertainty is exactly what fuels Strickland's trash talk, allowing him to question Khamzat's durability and claim he'll exploit any weaknesses. The panel's clear stance that Khamzat will go for the takedown reflects a widespread belief. It's an acknowledgement of Khamzat's grappling superiority, but also a challenge from Strickland to try and stand and trade, sparking more verbal warfare about who is truly the better fighter.
But I feel bad from MVP.
3 significant strikes for Venom and 2 for the white dude.
This is a guy who is an expert at fighting this style. It's really kind of interesting. He's so good at his distance management. He knows what Michael can do.
You see that flying?
And his best tool is the element of
Wing Chun
surprise,
kick?
and they
You
take
see
it
that?
from him.
Yeah.
He threw a flying Wing Chun kick.
Yeah, they took his best skill.
It's just not setting a guy up for success. That's
I
my
know.
issue with it.
Oh!
And MVP's a bona fide star, man.
I know. And meanwhile, this looks kind of shitty.
What we're hearing here, although about different fighters, touches on a key aspect that would strongly fuel the trash talk between Khamzat and Strickland: the expectation of an exciting fight. If either fighter, especially Khamzat, relies on a purely grappling-heavy, control-focused approach without aiming for a finish, they risk facing criticism for a dull performance. Strickland would quickly take advantage of this narrative, accusing Khamzat of being a grappler or lacking the courage to stand and trade. On the other hand, Khamzat would argue that a win is a win regardless of style, creating a clear line for their verbal exchanges.
I wonder what Venom's jiu-jitsu looks like.
He's tapped people before. Didn't he get somebody in an ankle lock?
Yeah,
I mean,
that's all I remember.
I'm sure he could do everything. I mean, I don't think he's got holes in his game.
He's not going to win.
It's just like, it's never going to be as good as his stand-up is.
Jiu-Jitsu worlds, but
yeah, his stand-up though is just so weird. It's like most people
And world
just
class.
can't do. Yeah, most people can't do anything with it.
no.
Like Kevin Holland was like befuddled. He's like, "What the fuck do you want me to do? I can't even hit this guy.
Nothing.
He couldn't even come close. He's just
Did
throwing
he
it.
try
in
to
air.
take him down?
I mean, we couldn't get close. I mean, he never.
He's really tough to take down.
Michael Venom just controlled that fight. He just controlled every aspect of that fight.
Was that before or after the Thompson fight?
This discussion about an elusive fighter who frustrates opponents like Kevin Holland mirrors Sean Strickland's own unique, often awkward style. Strickland's ability to make opponents say, "What the F do you want me to do?" is a powerful weapon both in the cage and on the mic. He controls distance, parries shots, and minimizes damage, frustrating even skilled strikers. This mastery of defensive control allows him to dictate the pace and mental space of a fight, something he would undoubtedly boast about. Khamzat, on the other hand, would dismiss this as running or being boring, setting the stage for their contrasting philosophies to clash in their trash talk.
It's a good question. After the Thompson fight.
Yeah,
after. So he fought two dudes that are impossible. But the crazy thing is, like, he might have been able to take Wonder Boy down. Wonder Boy, you know, he's been taken down before. He's got good takedown defense, but he didn't even try.
I know.
Making an agreement where you're not even going to try?
Wild. Who beat Stephen Thompson, like, decisively? Is there someone that
Matt the Immortal Brown did. He was the first guy, too.
Yep. How did he beat him?
Took him to the ground and beat the fuck out of him.
Really?
Yeah, Matt wore his ass out. That was the early days when Matt
has a podcast.
The insight here regarding grappling as the solution to an elite striker's challenge is highly relevant to a potential Khamzat versus Strickland matchup. While Wonderboy Thompson isn't Khamzat, the principle still applies. Dominant grapplers often aim to neutralize dangerous strikers by taking the fight to the ground. Khamzat, with his Dagestani wrestling pedigree, would view this as the smart approach against Strickland. This strategic difference is a goldmine for trash talk. Strickland will taunt Khamzat for avoiding a stand-up battle, while Khamzat will mock Strickland's inability to stop the takedown, creating a clear narrative of the coward versus the smart fighter.
He stopped fighting?
Matt's a fucking beast. Yeah, he stopped.
Yeah, he's great.
He stopped fighting.
He's a beast.
Matt was a fucking animal in his prime. And that was the first defeat that Thompson had. And, like, he just couldn't deal with the full-rounded skill set.
And the pressure, nonstop,
veteran pressure. And just, like, he could fight on the ground, too. Like,
and then Woodley beat Thompson two
times.
Yeah, but it was super boring.
Super boring, but Woodley fought him the right way.
Yeah.
Just like he's fighting him. Don't engage. Don't just run into the wood chipper. Stay on the outside, make him come to you. And Woodley hurt him.
That's right.
A couple times.
That's right.
Bad.
This breakdown of how Woodley beat Thompson by not engaging and forcing him to fight on the outside perfectly illustrates the strategic mind games that could unfold between Khamzat and Strickland. Woodley's approach, though boring to some, was the effective way to neutralize a dangerous striker. Khamzat could adopt a similar strategy, focusing on grappling and control rather than standing and trading. This tactical choice, regardless of its success, will be a major point of contention in trash talk. Strickland would accuse Khamzat of being a safety-first fighter, while Khamzat would likely dismiss Strickland's striking as ineffective against a dominant grappler, further fueling their verbal sparring.
That's right. Bro, he was a bad motherfucker. How about when he beat up Johnny Hendricks?
Ooh, what happened to him?
Holy shit.
Where's Johnny Hendricks now?
He's a USADA.
He's a cop. Yeah. What happened to USADA? Dude, how about those epic matches? Wasn't it with like GSP? It was like Johnny Hendricks and GSP. That was like the Super Bowl. That was like the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I thought he could have won that decision.
Yeah.
At the time, I haven't rewatched it, but at the time I was like, man,
for sure,
that could have been Johnny.
The mention of epic clashes and controversial decisions like Johnny Hendricks versus GSP highlights the high stakes and subjective nature of judging, something both Khamzat and Strickland would use in their pre-fight trash talk. Every close round, every perceived foul, every decision becomes material for debate. Fighters like Strickland, known for their outspoken opinions, would use past fight narratives to question the legitimacy of their opponent's victories or claim they're being robbed. This historical context of high-profile fights sets the stage for the legacy-defining and often verbally aggressive showdown expected from Chimaev and Strickland.
To do it in Beverly Hills.
Yeah, you don't have to do shit.
You're not
you
like
sleep all day.
South Central.
Bro, this might be the least action of any fight ever, next to Derek Lewis and Francis Ngannou. Right?
I fucking told you guys. It's two fucking well-known training partners.
I'll tell you what, man. Props to Patterson, because this is the first dude that Venom Page has fought that doesn't look like he doesn't belong in there.
The fear of a low-action fight like Derek Lewis versus Francis Ngannou looms over any stylistic clash between a dominant grappler and a defensive striker, exactly the dynamic between Khamzat and Strickland. If Khamzat focuses solely on control and takedowns, and Strickland successfully frustrates him, the fight could turn into a stalemate. This potential for a dull contest would be heavily used in their trash talk. Strickland would accuse Khamzat of lacking killer instinct, while Khamzat would likely label Strickland as evasive and unwilling to truly fight, increasing the pressure on both to deliver an exciting performance or face criticism.
You know, other than Ian
Garrow,
Ian Machado Gary, Ian's a bad motherfucker, dude. He figured it out. You know, he figured out that style, just grab a hold of him, drag him to the ground, beat him there. Fuck standing up with him.
I'm pretty sure they announced Ian versus Islam.
Ooh, I like
I have to
that.
confirm that, Jamie. I get my facts
I
off
like that
Twitter.
a lot. If that's real, I like
Pretty
that
sure
a
that's
lot.
real.
I like that a lot. That's a very good
Pretty sure
fight.
I saw pretty cool posters, just like Khabib and Conor.
23 hours ago, still waiting for the call from the UFC.
This discussion about Ian Gary developing a unique style by relying on grappling, grabbing, taking opponents to the ground, and dominating there, is a perfect blueprint for how Khamzat Chimaev will likely approach Sean Strickland. It reinforces the idea that wrestling is often the ultimate equalizer against unorthodox strikers. Khamzat would confidently present this strategy, dismissing Strickland's stand-up skills as irrelevant once the fight goes to the mat. This directly fuels the trash talk, as Strickland will likely frame any takedown attempts as a sign of weakness or fear rather than a tactical move, sparking a war of words over perceived courage and fighting styles.
Is that it? It's over?
That's it.
And that's not on Michael Venom Page or
No.
Sam. That's on the matchmakers.
That's a crazy matchup.
Call your boy.
It's literally the last guy you want to fight a style like that is someone who understands it. It's the last thing
What do you
you
think
want.
was gonna happen?
Don't you want excitement?
You think they're going to go for broke? They know each other.
Don't you want as real as
What
it
if like
gets?
the guy? What if
They
the
ain't
guy in
real.
the
The frustration over unpredictable matchups and matchmakers failing to create excitement is highly relevant to the Chimaev-Strickland dynamic. When two fighters are as unique and outspoken as these, the matchmaking must be perfect to live up to the hype. The fear of a fight where they know each other's style too well, leading to caution instead of going all out, is a real concern. This creates a narrative where both fighters will feel immense pressure to deliver. If they don't, the trash talk will shift from pre-fight bravado to post-fight blame, with each fighter accusing the other of ruining the spectacle.
I bet it was one of the things where there's not a lot of guys lining up to take that fight because he makes you look so stupid. But this dude is like, I've been in there with him 100 rounds. I know how to fight it.
Yeah,
Big advantage, man.
Huge.
Giant
It's a number
advantage.
advantage.
Knowing what that distance and speed
Man, I
is
just
like.
have a hard time believing that. Like those.
The point about the advantage of knowing an opponent's distance and reach is key to understanding the pre-fight psychological warfare between Khamzat and Strickland. While they haven't trained extensively together, each fighter studies the other closely. Strickland will likely claim to have figured out Khamzat, using his experience against other grapplers, while Khamzat will dismiss such claims, asserting his wrestling is on another level. This mutual confidence, based on their perception of each other's strengths and weaknesses, will fuel verbal jabs, with each fighter trying to assert mental and strategic dominance before the first punch is thrown. This final clip highlighting Strickland's dominance over Chimaev demonstrates his proven ability to not only win but handle opponents even on short notice. This performance strengthens his credibility and confidence heading into a potential clash with Khamzat. It provides Strickland with ample material for trash talk, letting him boast about his readiness and dismiss Khamzat's past opponents as inferior. He can legitimately claim to be in peak form, directly challenging Khamzat's narrative as an unstoppable force. This recent decisive victory will be a cornerstone of Strickland's pre-fight bravado, framing himself as the fighter truly ready for top-tier competition.